Hi everyone, this is Kelly. Welcome to my channel. Shanghai is a city that never shows just one face. It's modern and ancient, fast and quiet. It's a place where every corner tells a different story. On this journey, I wanted to explore those layers, from historic residences to artistic alleyways, from iconic architectures to the soft elegance of classical gardens. Today, I will take you through Wukang Mansion, the former residence of Ching-ling, the creative maze of Tianzifang, and the timeless beauty of Yuyuan Garden. And somewhere along the way, I will even step into traditional Chinese attire, a quiet reminder of how history still lives within us. This is my Shanghai, clear, warm, and endless fascinating. Let's begin.
我现在就是在这个武康历史文化街这里，就是这一个地方。今天特意穿了这个旗袍，然后出来拍照放飞。然后今天主要是要想打卡上海一些文化的一些历史这样，所以我就第一次就先来到了这一个武康路。这里很漂亮，很洋气，然后非常非常美。然后现在就可能就现在是天气就是你好，谢谢你，不客气。现在天气就非常热，点了一杯果汁用来减肥的。哇，太健康了！这是一个苦瓜跟青瓜苹果的一个组合，非常好。今天穿的这个旗袍我非常非常的喜欢，第一次穿这么深色的颜色的衣服，就是很少穿这种深色的衣服，但是它的这个剪裁设计真的是太好看了，所以这一个康路外面都是人非常非常的多，然后那个楼就是在那里。
Sitting at a small cafe across from Wukang Mansion, with a glass of bitter melon juice in my hand, I felt the city slow down for a moment. Maybe it was the retro charm of the street, or the fact that I was wearing a blue qipao. But somehow, Shanghai felt beautifully nostalgic, like stepping into an old photograph that still lives. Wukang Mansion has stood here since 1924, designed by architect Wukang. Its badge-shaped structure cutting into the street, like the bow of a ship sailing through time. For a century, it has watched Shanghai change, from the glamour of the 1930s, to quiet neighborhood days, to the bustling city that we know today. As cars pass and people cross the street, I realized that this building isn't just architecture, it's memory keeper. And in that moment, shipping something slightly bitter yet refreshing, I felt deeply connected to Shanghai, to its story, its path, and its quiet elegance.
我现在就是来到了宋庆龄的故居，它其实就是在这一个端午路这里，然后我要进去看，这里就是他故居的里面，然后看一看宋庆龄的故居。
Stepping into the formal residence of Ching-ling felt like entering a quieter chapter of Shanghai, one wrapped in sunlight, trees, and a sense of gentle dignity. The garden was calm, the air soft, and every path seemed to carry the echo of someone who once walked it with purpose. Ching-ling lived here for more than 2 decades, choosing this place not for grandeur, but for peace. A simple home filled with books, sunlight, and a quiet devotions to her bliss. As I walked through the garden, I noticed that how old trees arch protectively overhead, as if sheltering the memories that still linger in the air. Inside the residence, the room remained simple. A desk, photographs, handwritten notes, small piece of a life lived with clarity and purpose. There was something grounding about this place, something that reminded me that strength doesn't always need volume. Sometimes it speaks softly.
这个是什么面？
葱油拌面。
哦，葱油拌面啊。
对。
好的，谢谢你啊。
谢谢。面不够可以免费再加。
哦，好，谢谢。我现在就来了这一个当地很出名的一个店啊，上海的玉心记，这里非常非常的漂亮，环境非常非常的美，然后食物摆设也非常好看，然后他还给我拌的面，这很好看，很漂亮。然后这里还有一个银耳汤，还有这一个鸡汤。还有水果，还有一些小点心，然后就来试一试这一个面，这是一个虾仁的葱拌面，看着就非常的好吃，超好吃的，还有这个葱。很有葱的味道。好，这些菜其实是非常的清淡，我也非常的喜欢。是一块鸡肉，好，这是很漂亮的鸡皮，然后它有这个酱油。好好吃，太好吃！这里还有卤汁虾，
这是蟹饭鸡，
这个虾是有酒的味道的，非常非常特别。好的，谢谢你。
客气，来吸管啊。
好，谢谢你。用吸管吸会很烫，烫到嘴。
你把它弄开，然后把它插里头去，凉一下再吸啊。
就我现在就觉得有点小醉，然后我的这个蟹黄汤包它上到了，OK，大家看一看，它是一个非常精致的一个装盘。好，这个是蟹黄汤包。然后换一个角度，它现在就是冒着烟，我就很烫，我很怕烫到嘴。然后刚才阿姨就给我插上了吸管，非常的漂亮。好喜欢吃它那个面，太好吃了。
After exploring the city, I found a small comfort waiting for me at Yixingji, a place that feels like home the moment the food arrives. The scallion oil noodles came steaming hot, simple, fragrant, and unmistakably Shanghainese. The moment I lifted the noodles, the aroma of fire scallions filled the air, smooth, bouncy, and lightly coated in scallion oil. Comforting in the simplest and warmest way.
是那个汤包，不怕烫到嘴，慢慢来。太好吃了。非常的鲜。里面全都是蟹，
Then came the crab roast soup dumpling, warm, golden, almost glowing under the light. The moment I lifted it, I could feel the weight of the broth inside, full of richness and patience, and deeply satisfying. A taste that stays with you. Together, the noodles and the soup dumpling felt like a warm fence from Shanghai itself.
好，我把它吃光了，非常非常好配。
Tianzifang is a place where the city softens, where narrow lanes, old bricks, and tiny studios create a world that feels both creative and quietly majestic. As I walked through the maze-like alley, I felt like I was drifting between time periods. One moment modern, the next touched by the past. Handmade jewelry, local art, quiet café, and the soft hum of people wandering with no rush. Everything here seems to move at its own rhythm. I love how the sunlight slips through the narrow rooftops, landing on walls painted with stories, as if the whole place was breathing creativity. Tianzifang isn't loud or spectacular. It's the kind of beauty you feel slowly, as you wander, look closer, and let the place speak to you. And somewhere between these alleys, I realized that art isn't always in museums. Sometimes it lives quietly in the streets, waiting to be discovered. Yuyuan feels like stepping into an ancient painting, where cursed rooftops, stone bridges, and quiet palms create a world untouched by time. The moment I entered, the sound of the city faded, replaced by the gentle flow of water and the whisper of leaves brushing against the old walls. This garden was built in Ming Dynasty, designed as a peaceful retreat, a place to rest the heart, and appreciate beauty in its quietest form. Every corner here holds intention. Windows shaped like poems, rocks arranged like mountains, corridors bending like the flow of thought. I paused by the palm, watching koi glide beneath the reflection of old pavilions, a reminder of how Chinese gardens blur the line between nature and soul. In Yuyuan, beauty isn't loud, it's quiet, thoughtful, and meant to be felt slowly. One breath, one step, one glance at a time. And as I wandered through its winding corridors, I realized that places like this don't just show history, they let you feel its heartbeat. Trying on traditional Chinese clothing felt like stepping through a soft doorway in time, not traveling to the past, but gently touching it. The fabric was light, the colors calm, and the way the sleeves moved with every step made me feel like a little closer to the elegance of Asian China. As the stylist painted my hair and added the final touches, I could almost imagine the lives of the women who once dressed this way. Their quiet strength, their grace, the story whispered between silk and light. In the mirror, I didn't see a character. I saw a version of myself that felt calm, grounded, and connected to something much older than time. This experience wasn't just about dressing up. It was about feeling beauty in a quieter, deeper way, a reminder of how culture lives not only in history, but also in us. And as I stood in Lujiazui, surrounded by the globe of Shanghai's tallest towers, I felt the city open up in a way that words could barely describe. From the ground, the skyline feels grand, But from the top of Shanghai's tallest building, the city feels endless, a tapestry of lights, dreams, and quiet determination. Up there, the world looks soft, almost silent, as if the whole city was breathing beneath my feet. Moments like this remind me why I love exploring. Every journal reveals in a new way of seeing, a new way of feeling, and a new versions of myself. Thank you for spending this day with me in Shanghai. From historic streets to peaceful gardens, from creative alleys to the very top of the city. If you enjoyed this journey, feel free to like, subscribe, or even join the channel as a member. Your support truly helps me to create more warm, gentle stories to share with you. See you in the next episode. Until then, take care and keep exploring.